Ladies and gentlemen, we are privileged to welcome Dr. Manickam of Sakthi Group of Companies, whose enterprise span over transport, sugar, automobile, even in aerospace, all that, across all industries. And it is a great privilege welcoming Dr. Manickam.
Thank you.
And Tamil Nadu சக்தி குரூப்ன்றது ஒரு பெயர் மட்டுமல்ல, அது ஒரு அடையாளம். தொழில் அப்படின்னால் அது ஒரு அடையாளம். ஸோ ஐ எம் ரியலி ஹாப்பி டு வெல்கம் டாக்டர் மாணிக்கம் ஒன்ஸ் அகெயின் அண்ட் பீயிங் பார்ட் ஆஃப் திஸ் ஜூபிலியன் தமிழ்நாடு. மாணிக்கம் சார், சுகர் சக்தி குரூப்னாலே இட்ஸ் அ லெகசி. இட்ஸ் அ 100 years ஆஃப் லெகசி. ஐ பிலீவ் இட் இஸ் 1921 ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ண ஒரு கம்பெனி அண்ட் இட் இஸ் ஸ்பேனிங் மோர் தென் 100+ இயர்ஸ். இந்த 100 இயர்ஸில் 100 வருடங்களில் மிகப்பெரிய ஒரு பல தொழில்களில் நீங்கள் அதில் இணைஞ்சிருக்கிறீங்க. இப்போ புதுசாக ஏரோஸ்பேஸ் மாதிரியான ஒரு புதிய தொழிலையும் நீங்கள் அடியெடுத்து வைக்கிறீங்க. ஸோ how do you see that, sir, this transformation?
See, I mean, in any business you have growth and you have degrowth. So the ability to see what is possible and try keep jumping into new avenues. I mean, we were in transport. Transport got nationalized, so we didn't stop with that. We went into trucking transport.
Yeah.
Then went into sugar. Now sugar and textiles both slowed down. We went on to auto manufacturing. Okay. And now we see aerospace as a new area that we can go. So we're stepping into manufacturing of aircrafts in Tamil Nadu. So that's the latest venture we have started off. So you need to keep thinking, you need to keep moving and look at the opportunities and use the basic principles of business to keep running the business.
Okay. So in the journey, when it comes to this journey, you said that, the businesses organically when it grows and over the journey, you choose businesses and get into new sectors, all that. So the question is that, is this, how do you see, personally, how do you see, is this a journey or a responsibility, what do you call, a responsibility of the legacy? So how do you look at this in this 100 years journey at this point of time, when you leading the company, when you leading the group? So how do you see this as, is that you are being part of the journey, or it's a responsibility that you are holding?
I mean, the moment we think it's a responsibility, it becomes a weight around your neck.
Okay.
See, I can't be carrying a legacy, let's say something worked 50 years back. So you can't say the same thing will work today.
Okay.
But the legacy is the values, legacy is the way you do business, legacy is the way you think.
Okay.
But you apply that to various, I mean, now things are changing. Let us say you're looking at telephones.
Okay.
When the cell phones came, the whole thing changed.
Yes.
And we were talking, I think Mr. Nasser was talking about Nokia.
Yeah.
Nokia was the #1 company in the world, yes, until iPhone came. One change, buttons, no buttons, the whole company just went out. But Nokia is still very powerful on the network side, but they're not there on the handset. So you need to make the jump, you need to make the connection and keep current all the time.
Okay. So the founder of the group, Nachimuthu Kounder, and then your father, Dr. Mahalingam, if you just to remember and just to to know the generation, this generation of people, அவங்க சொல்லி கொடுத்த ஒரு பிரின்சிபல் என்னன்னு சொல்ல முடியுமா சார்?
I think basically what we were taught, first of all, you have to qualify yourself. I mean, like what our father said, நீங்க நல்லா படிக்கணும். And this country is not a rich country. As a country, we are rich, but as people, we are not rich because we are a lot of people.
Okay.
So since you have 140 million people, 1.4 billion people, it's a big spread, and you cannot have accumulation of capital. So you must be prepared that there will be resizing of capital, there will be redistribution of capital. The only thing people cannot take away from you is your qualification.
Okay.
So you must be qualified, you must be competent. So no matter what happens, you'll be in a position to survive.
Okay.
So all of us have been given that mandate. So most of us do qualify ourselves and are capable of working in any environment without looking back on what we have today.
Thank you. So, what is harder, starting a business or sustaining the business for decades?
I think both are equally tough.
Okay.
When you're starting a business, you have choices. Let us say what we learned in school, of 100 ideas which come, probably one will succeed as a business because almost about 80% of the ideas will die at the idea stage. 20% will get on to execution. On execution, maybe 10% will fail. 10% will go on to existence. And over a period of time, you will find out of the 10%, 9% may not survive. One will be the one which survives. So if you're looking at ideas, if you have 100 ideas, you probably will have a business which transcends 10 years, maybe one out of them.
Okay.
So this is a constant change. So that's a startup.
Okay.
And then you're talking about an existing business. If you're not careful, you're gone.
Okay.
Like if you look at America and you look at China today,
Yeah.
all the technology which is in America is now in China. The Americans thought China is going to be a low-cost factory. But today the Chinese R&D is far superior to the R&D which is being done in America. They did not expect R&D will go. In fact, there was one of the leaders who said, we wanted them just to build things. We didn't want them to think.
Okay.
But unfortunately, people do think.
Okay.
And China has picked up a lot more technology than what America
Yes.
offered. So you see the change all the time. So even existing business, running business, and a startup is equally difficult. I mean, I would say that you need to be vigilant, you need to be careful,
Yeah.
keep your antennas on all the time.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Uh,
Nothing like a tough decision or a easy decision. Every decision has its own importance.
I would ask you the moment that you cannot forget, a decision that you have taken and which you cannot forget, a memorable one.
Nothing particularly really because we started a lot of business. We failed in businesses at that time. That looked very important.
Okay.
But today, if you look at it back, it was not that important. What you're doing today is more important. So you have to actually look at every day as a challenge.
Okay.
So what I keep telling people is, let us say if I said in 1980 was my best year, that means after 1980 I stopped living. My best year has to be ahead of me. I cannot say that was the most challenging thing I've done. That's the best thing I've done.
Correct.
So the moment I say that, that means I've retired. I'm no longer willing to face challenges. So for me, every day is a new opportunity. And every day you need to look at new challenges. You need to be prepared to be active and very agile every day. So if I were to tell you something which happened 10 years back was my momentous time, then I've retired.
Okay.
I don't think I've retired yet.
Okay. So for the current generation, I mean, young entrepreneurs, if you look at that, they are into a very fast track growth. If you look at that is what they chase, the fast track growth. So what do you want to, suggest something for them? How do you see that and what do you suggest?
I've been always saying there are three things that I would say as a paramount value.
Yeah.
First of all is domain knowledge. What we see today is a lot of people coming and talking about things without having the basic knowledge on the domain. So if you don't have the domain knowledge and you go talk to an expert or a consumer, you'll be exposed within minutes.
Okay.
So the first one is domain knowledge. And second one is hard work.
Okay.
You may have the knowledge, but you must be ready to work all the time. Be ready to give your best. And the third one is honesty and consistency. I cannot lie, I cannot cheat. That means I can get one deal done, but the next deal people will know that I'm a person I can't be relied on. So I would say domain knowledge, I would say hard work, I would say honesty. These are three values that would be most important for youngsters. And today, actually, a new breed of entrepreneurs have come. I'm seeing a lot of youngsters today. You're looking at a serial entrepreneur.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which was not there in our days. I mean, for us to build a business, it took a long time.
Yes.
But today, with the advantages that you're saying, with the capital available, with the people who are willing to mentor, we are able to get ideas, get it to fruition, sell it off, and go to another. In fact, one of my friend's son, he just finished college. He's in his third company.
Oh,
He
oh,
started up, he's selling, he started up selling. So there are kids who are actually doing it. So there are phenomenal opportunities. So if you think you got a good idea, you're willing to put your ability to test, you can do that. That is also a possibility today, which was not there in the last 3 years.
earlier. Yeah. So there are a lot of these legacy companies struggle between tradition and transformation. So how Shakti Group, decide on what to preserve and what to change?
It depends. I mean, for instance, our bus transport was taken away by the government,
Okay.
right? So we didn't have a choice. 1972, overnight, our buses got nationalized. That was the most valuable part of the business at that time. It went over to the government. And in the 80s, I mean, late 80s, we started, town-to-town bus service. And we were doing very well. Then the minister at that time asked us to send the buses over. They looked at the buses, and we had 60 buses running. The government put 200 buses around the same routes and wiped us out.
Okay.
So fine. I mean, that is something you have to be ready with. What kind of business will be obsoleted?
Okay.
What you will have competition where you can't fight, you have to walk away from it. You also have to be scanning for new opportunities, and wherever the opportunity comes, we will step forward. And some of the traditional businesses where you feel you cannot exit or you have an obligation to remain, you scale it down. Don't put in too much of effort. Don't put in too much of capital. You scale it down and keep it running, but keep looking for new opportunities.
Okay. Okay. See, you have Shakti Group, you have a lot of businesses starting from sugar, transport, auto, finance, எல்லாமே இதெல்லாம் எப்படி சார் தனித்தனியாக ஆரம்பிக்கப்பட்டதா இல்லை இட்ஸ் லைக் how it is it's one by one I mean like what I want is தனித்தனியாக இதை யோசிச்ச ஒரு முடிவா இல்லை எப்படி how it is
இல்லைங்க அது வந்து நீங்கள் கேட்குறது வந்து did we plan all this? Is there a grand plan in doing this? Nothing is a plan. It's all an accident.
okay
So as I said, we are scanning the environment. An opportunity comes, we step up.
okay
Like we've gone into aerospace in the last 18 months.
oh wonderful
2 years back, we had no idea of going into aerospace.
okay
We had an opportunity. We tied up with Austrian company. We said we'll manufacture aircrafts
okay
for training pilots.
okay
There's a shortage of pilots in India, which has come today.
okay
So we've gone ahead with that. So
Okay.
it's an opportunity which came in the last 2 years. We saw a possibility and working on the opportunity, we went ahead.
okay
So I don't think there's a design,
okay
but we just keep alert. We keep looking out. There's an opportunity, then we step forward.
I'm sure that it is a big leap. I mean, like getting into aerospace which is a new sector is a big leap. So, what gave you the confidence to enter into such a high precision global sector?
So we are going it with collaboration. It's not
Okay.
that we are trying to make it ourselves.
Okay.
We are getting the best of the technologies available in the world. We
Okay.
have gone into a joint venture or a technology collaboration with them.
Yeah.
We're bringing the technology and we are arbitraging on the labor cost differential. As you were saying,
Yeah.
the cost of labor in the Western economies are going so high.
Yeah.
So we'll be able to provide something which is better.
Yeah.
And we also can provide some technological support. This is where we are stepping in.
Okay. So, do you see Tamil Nadu becoming a serious aerospace and manufacturing hub in the next decade?
I think we already are.
Okay.
We will be starting production in the next 3 months. And we hope to produce about,
when it is going to be?
by middle of 26, we'll be starting to produce aircraft.
Okay. Okay.
And we are targeting about 60 aircrafts in the first year and about 100 aircrafts a year
Okay.
from 27 onwards.
Okay.
So that will be a smaller aircraft.
Okay.
And yesterday at Hyderabad at Wings India, we signed a MOU with Czechoslovakian company.
Okay.
So the first aircraft that we talked about was a 4-seater. Now we'll be manufacturing a 19-seater aircraft for short commute. That will also start by 27, 28. So by 28, 29, Tamil Nadu will be on the map of civil aviation in India, definitely.
Oh, wonderful. That's really wonderful. Great. ஸோ ஒரு 100 இயர்ஸ்க்கு அப்புறம் இன்னும் ஒரு 100 இயர்ஸுக்கு அப்புறம் சக்தி குரூப் இருக்கிறப்போ எப்படி ஹவு டு யூ ஐ மீன் நீங்கள் எப்படி இருக்கணும்னு நினைப்பீங்க? ஹவு டு யூ இஃப் அட் ஆல் இஃப் யூ வாண்ட் டு கமெண்ட் அபவுட் இட், ஸோ ஹவு டு யூ வாண்ட் டு பி?
As I said, we like to keep to the values. That's about it.
Okay.
We have no expectations because
Okay.
the moment I have an expectation and I put it down on pen, the next generation has a stone around the neck.
Yes, yes.
Because I don't know what is going to happen tomorrow. So the person there in leadership tomorrow should have the freedom to decide.
Okay.
So we stay basic to the values.
Okay.
I just keep to the values, but look at the business and do what you need to do.
Okay. Thank you. That's wonderful. So Manickam sir, you reminded us today that industries are built not just with the capital, but with the character and with the values. That what you said. On behalf of Jubilant Tamil Nadu, thank you for sharing not just your journey, but your wisdom. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for sharing this and taking effort to come and join us for this great event. Thank you very much, sir.